Hello and welcome back to Fireside for some pastime coverage. We're covering Pastime League lower bracket finals. This is the top div in competitive North American pastime. I'm here with Philbob as my co-caster and Jay on production.
Hello.
And
Very excited
uh,
to be casting today. We have a great match. For those that don't know, the Pastime League is a community ran event that runs for about 6 weeks. These are currently playoffs. We're in lower bracket finals. This Pastime League it's entirely run for fun. We have a few keys as a reward, but it's mostly for the love of the game that we're all doing this. We've got 5 teams in the Div 1 that we're currently spectating, and we also have a Div 2 that has about 10 teams that anybody can sign up for if they just want to play some 4v4 pastime with their friends. Very excited to see this match, though. What do you have for thoughts on this, Shears?
yeah, this is definitely an old gen versus new gen. I do think we will be going live pretty soon, but I'm going to get some general thoughts out there about these teams. Exer, Tomato Tom, Lamborghini are all a very old guard in the pastime community. Uh, Bluetooth on demo for their team is a bit newer, but like he's still like Unk mode compared to most of Blue, which is oh, I'm not looking at their full name right
Bluetooth
now.
was playing
You,
for
I have it abbreviated
uh,
as
for far longer
USC,
than I have. The Underground Shadow Cabal is
Underground Shadow
very new
Cabal.
gen, very new gen. Some of these players, have been playing for not long at all, and we're getting right into it now.
Yeah, here we are going live. These teams had a very competitive group stage match. It went 3-2 to Allah's Goblins, which is the red team. So I'm really looking forward to this.
And that group match was on this very same map, so it should be very competitive. Um,
Glorf will take the initial lower win. He's always been very good at lowers. Gonna pass it off to Rat. He's struggling with his internet a bit.
couldn't seem to find a pass, but Sly gets a steal, goes up to MP4 on the top, and he's just gonna throw that in with a little Freeman bomb. This is shaping up to be pretty close. It seems like both these teams are trying to go for aggression when they can. Glorf a little uncontested in lower, takes up a free ball, passes it off to Rat with the triple incident. Doesn't quite get the magnet though, so that's going to be a conversion over to Goblins.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, that loose ball, but nobody else there from USC to capitalize. This is where Tom really
Goblins trying to
shines,
mount
is that pass to
offense,
pass.
getting a quick pass, and they've ran out of offense, and the entire Cabal team is, still healthy in front of the goal, but this sloppy conversion is, they're looking to finish off this goal, and they will actually convert in the frenzy. Getting ready for the next mid. Glorf goes down early.
Trying to rack up some extra damage after the pull. It's just a speed shot. Thanks to the goal blocker. Great save by Exer coming back to the deny. That is the goal blocker in action.
They're made to kind of slow down the game a little bit, make sure that mids kind of don't define convert, I mean straight into goals, but they're still
Yeah, you saw Rat come in there with a cheeky little speed shot on the spawn. But thanks to the goal blocker, Exer had a chance to come back and deny. He made the most of it.
Cabal getting a little loose with these passes, are kind of being pressured into these awkward situations by Goblins, and end up giving.
He was going for the double insta. He missed it, so he just passed it off. Tom, really low. That's not his intended target, but they're gonna make it work.
Wow.
Lamborghini threads it through the defenders, and they'll take the lead.
Lamborghini's one of the best at finding those cheeky goals where it's just an off timing and he can get it right through them. Some great offense from these individual players. That's Glorf with a good air shot onto Exer. Goblins pick up the ball, but it does get defended. Now Cabal is trying to mount an offense, but this rollout feels very awkward. There's a lot of sightlines making this tough, and this doesn't seem like a coordinated effort at the moment. And a splash on the ball is going to give it back up to Goblins. It is still loose, though. Now the Goblins are going to try to mount offense.
Goblins are all on the low ground here, and they get punished for that. Nobody really able to get high for that pass, and Underground Shadow Cabal will capitalize on it and that take possession back. Sly off the back wall, gets stolen by Slam, a little too close to the sun there, and Exer's on a breakaway the other way. So defenders scrambling to get that, and it is Rat with a splash.
Time, and it's a great splash.
Actually, it says Glorf splashed it. With did he do the thing where he like shoots a pipe in the goal mouth, or did he just direct the ball? Either way,
I think that
really crazy.
I think that he must have airshot Exer.
Oh, you're right. That makes sense.
And MP4 with a loose ball misses the lock-on pass to his teammate. Tooth holding the ball at the moment, and he's going to try to corner it. Glorf looking for a conversion. Holds it back to his team. Now let's see what Cabal can do on the offense. The last one went a little sour early because of a good intercept from Slamborghini. Ratch throwing this one in.
Yeah. MP4 just nuked Exer on the defense, and it was an easy goal for them. Nobody from Goblin Jack. I almost said Goblin Jacks. All his Goblins like able to react in time.
Goblin Jacks was a previous name for a team featuring a lot of these same members, so I get the confusion there. And while we're talking about that, Lamborghini just takes another goal in. As I told you, he's so good at finding those opportunities and just knowing when the defense has got a lapse in looking at the goal, and again just taking those opportunities. Now, Bluetooth with a crazy double air shot onto Hoopas that I've already lost it, but he's making the offense all himself. Great plays from Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Pipe
Red
jump
just
straight into the goal.
Nuked blue team overall.
4, 3, 2.
And they might ride that momentum to first round win here.
Really could. They've got really good pressure on the Cabal offense. They've got
nice speed
great
shot from
DM,
Sly,
but a great speed shot. Looks like he gets a sink as well from some
surf
splash
always
rockets.
Four,
Goes so fast, gets that goal right away. Sly grabbing the ball here for blue team.
That got surfed into the skybox. He's sitting above red goal. I don't know if he's been noticed.
He's not in play for this defense, notably, but now he's going for the ball. Doesn't quite get it. It's making that play at 3-4 is incredible, and it's great offense from Red Team. Yeah, Lamborghini, seeing that the defense is pressured, just throws that in from the top ropes, and this first round is going to go to Goblins. Now, what we've been seeing here is that DM pressure is making the big difference on these offenses. We've seen Cabal get some of their goals in because MP4 is providing a lot of offensive pressure to the defenders. And similarly for the Goblins, they're getting most of their goals in when, over half of these blue team defenders are dead. So we'll see if DM continues to be the difference maker in this match.
Well, I definitely think Red has that edge in DM. Oh my god, crazy steal though by Glorf.
Very
Going into the
good
skybox.
steal. I didn't realize that it was the demo man getting that.
How does he get up there on
Crazy
pipes?
to get up there. Either a pipe jump or a C-tap caber perhaps.
Ooh.
But it's a great pass for MP4 to instantly pick up that ball, go so fast into the goal.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Good pass, good offense there from Cabal. Let's see how this mid pans out. We have Tooth getting the ball leaving from lower, and Goblins are going to get ready for an offense here. A little loose, and it's back in the Goblins' corner.
Terrible health on Red
MP4
right now.
corner. With the resub cabinets right there, they're just able to edge out the DM and get the ball, go for an offense. Bluetooth going for, I want to say a little greedy of a goal. A lot of defenders in front of that one, but
Good splash all the way across the map, though. It's going to be a scramble here. MP4 comes up with it. Gets surfed into
a
the
good
goal.
surf.
But great save by Tom. Tom missing the
Front of the goal.
incident. That could have been like a good opportunity the other way. We're going to continue with the possession, though.
a lot of good DM pressure, and the red team defenders just explode, or the blue team defenders just explode in front of the pressure. They fold, and Red are able to take that one in.
3, 2, 1.
I feel like...
Ball here's coming up. Very
There's that
quick
DM diff coming in again. And Slam, yeah, like you said, he's got that, the Midas touch. It's like... It's truly an art form to get it just around a defender who's like right in the goal mouth.
And I feel like he's got that edge over like any of these other players. He's got so much more experience than all of blue team. Maybe all of blue team combined.
Like, look at that.
To be able to get those in.
You can't teach that. I don't, like, I can see it and understand it, but I don't know how to like teach a new player to do that.
It's incredibly difficult. I gotta say, it is just the experience gap, and
He's
having
riding
the time
that
to be able
confidence,
to do
went
that.
for it again, but gets denied by MP4 this time. This is their chance to rally. Rat going for an insta-det. It's kind of loose,
Late
but
pass on
MP4 gets a
MP4.
good chance.
Sly going for a dunk there, but Tom is just perfectly on the goal, not able to get it
Oh,
through. And
trip in from
Glor for the
Glor.
great intercept, but he craters before he can throw it.
Yeah, Bluetooth
Red
did
team
just
found
enough on
offense.
defense to deny that, buy them time. High in the skybox, looking for the pass off the back wall, and slam another goal.
Again,
Is
like
that 4?
is that 3 or 4? I can't remember. But Slam gets that mix up on the timing. Most players you would expect to see go for a dribble there. They're really far away from the goal. You don't expect them to try and throw that in, but Slam knows that the defense knows that and uses it as a mind game to be able to sneak the goal in. Even though there are plenty of defenders alive, plenty of defenders there to be able to defend. And this time,
really good pipe
he knows
from two.
he knows his limits and he goes for the pass, but blue team is just gonna get this one in.
I really
Blue
thought.
team making a desperate effort there.
I think he like
Very close.
he like cratered just before he could get the melee hit off on Glorf, which would have saved that goal.
There was also a pipe in the goal that he threw to try and get a roller splash. Glorf on the red team side is now stuck in a really tricky spot. He's been surrounded by the red team and can't pass it off to anywhere. See how Goblins mount this offense now. Going in through lower. And it's loose. Getting converted over to CABAL.
Oh,
But getting a
that's
good
good
steal
steal.
back is rad, but trying to throw it in right away and
Tom able to
gets
get it,
caught by
but-
Tom.
Oh, they're just trading kills back and forth, but I think Red with the closer spawns is going to come out on top here. They're going to set up their offense.
Tomato Tom,
Tom
going
off the
high on
side,
that
drawing
back
3
wall,
defenders
but
to
he
him, and they
gets
nuke him.
all of them
up in
going
the
up for the
skybox.
splash rockets, and he has no time to react before he explodes there. Rat going
Rat
in
gets
for
an
a
air
dunk
shot,
there.
but survives and puts it in with like 1 health.
10 seconds.
A little bit of trash talk in chat, but still quite civil. Looks like blue team taking lower, but they're giving up upper for this. MP4, a lot of time on his side. Throws it lower for Glorf. Gets hit off of the lower walls when Glorf tries to pass it out, and now it's in Goblin's hands. They're all together in a death ball here lower, and it's just gonna be crazy offensive pressure from that death ball. Gets them their 5th goal for the round.
And that'll be 2 rounds to 0
Mission begins
for
in 10 seconds.
Allah's Goblins. As a reminder, these maps in this cup are played as a best of 5 rounds. So if Allah's Goblins take the next round, they win the map. But we could play up to 5 rounds on map 1 here.
Yeah, we'll see if CABAL can mount a comeback here. It would be you know, quite impressive to see, given the pressure that Goblins are facing them down with. But even on this defense, that's incredible. With the pressure from Xer on the goal, Lamborghini's just able to weave that in through the defenders.
3, 2, 1.
Again, it comes back to Lamborghini so many times with this team, just being able to find those goals when, you know, most others wouldn't be able to. Sly with a great intercept, catches Tom trying to pass over to Bluetooth. Now, Glorf going for a demo thing, but he gets caught in the middle of it by Bluetooth. Just had the read on him that he was going to go for that.
And here comes the pressure.
And now Lamborghini with a beautiful speed shot dribble takes that in with a very difficult strafe, mind you. This player is just so experienced.
As that was happening, Xer was guarding the defender, taking him out of the play. Just really good coordination overall.
Very good pressure from this team. I was actually playing against them in the pregame, and they've warmed up quite a bit over the hour that I was playing with them. Got much more in the zone. I think they're warm. I think they're ready to take this one.
Well, they're looking red hot right now. That being said, MP4 with a nice garden steal. Rat, loose ball in middle.
Going for a 1v1 against Tom, but passes it off to Glorf. Gives it back to
the offense
MP4.
set up.
Now Sly in the air. Great pass to pass there. Kept the red team guessing when it was going in. And, you know, they didn't have as much DM pressure, but they were still able to pressure enough.
Yeah,
to get that one
they're still applying pressure by threatening the score and like passing off.
Yeah.
Which is another way you can use your rockets.
I think the biggest part of it was that the whole Cabal team was alive there. It was a 4v4 when that goal was scored, which, you know, doesn't sound crazy, but the amount of pressure that you can generate just by having 4 bodies on the offense it's a lot.
Oh, Rat trying to set up another self-bomb. Taken over. Lamborghini gets air shot. He's going to go for it.
But he's just going to stall on the air with that. It's the old saying, air shot equals lose.
5, 4, 3, 2.
He just held on to it, and the defenders just couldn't maintain.
Xer here goes for a crazy speed shot to get possession on up or in front of 2 or 3 Cabal players, but it's able to get it, pass it back, and
I think MP4 air shot Tom there to disrupt that play. Now it's Glorf trying to chase in on Bluetooth, forces him to corner it. Ball trying to capitalize, but they're just getting blown up, literally.
a little early on the pass, slows down the offense, but Tom here has a good pass to Xer. Gonna look for one more on this Lamborghini, and he's just gonna put that in. Once again, it's these other players creating this insurmountable pressure, and Cabal just getting cooked by it. As Lamborghini finds a way to weave in every goal, it feels like.
Glorf winning another lower.
It looks like it might have been an open goal for Rad if he just jumped towards it, but he goes for an incident, and it doesn't work out for him.
Ball's just short. They still have it though. Glorf for the perfect pipe jump. This should be in, but Slam with the last second splash. Sly getting a big surf. I think he's going to go for this splashed again, but it's going to pull to Rat, and they're going to retain possession and keep this offensive pressure going.
Rat just doesn't have enough HP to jump. MP4 in.
He's exerting a lot of pressure from middle.
And they're throwing it back. There's nobody there from Cabal to catch this. Glorf gets it for a second and lower, but he's immediately blown up.
Oh, the desperate splash. Saves. Saves Cabal for the time being. They're playing with some desperation here on match goal. Well, not map goal. It's map 1 to 3, potentially. Glorf for the pretty ambitious shot. It's going to get over to Lamborghini. Kind of fails a dribble. It's going to go off the wall to Tom. Nice off the back, but he gets head bounced. He misses the net. And before a precarious position.
And is red team going to be able to keep up the pressure? Bluetooth gets a great loose incident to pick up the ball, send it back to his teammates. Red team now trying to mount a pressure, or mount an offense through blue team's pressure. Good passes. Looks like he's going to try to put this one in. And again, it's Lamborghini putting another goal in.
Well, that's going to be pretty dominant 3-0 on Stoneworks. I feel like Slam was really abusing that like jump from the spawn on
Yeah.
all the
The
Goblins.
sitting on the defender's side, just in front of their spawn doors in their corner, and getting a quick jump kind of it's a lot faster than you expect a goal to be, because you expect these players to be so far away. You expect them to go for some crazy bomb, to go really high, but Lamborghini just quick and fast, and he is able to put it through the blue team on most of these
Yeah, I
occasions.
think
I mean,
if you had like a heat map of like all the Slam goals in that game and where he jumped from, like that spot on the map, like right of the blue goal from Red's perspective would be like red hot. I feel like he
absolutely.
scored so many goals just out of the field of view of defenders, sneaking in on the side. But we are going to go to map 2 stadium pretty soon.
I'm
Uh,
looking at the logs from this past game, and Lamborghini scored 12 of Goblin's 15 goals.
oh my god.
It's, I mean, Tomato Tom and Xer are great pastime players. They're able to score a lot in pugs. They're, you know, very offensive players, but on this team, it just seems to work that those two make an offense, you know, get some pressure and give the ball to Lamborghini as
Yeah, I mean,
they kind of just DM into the blue team.
Tom's always been a player who excels at like setting his teammates up and having like S tier game sense, so that makes sense. How many assists does he have?
Tomato Tom has 6 assists, Xer has 7, and
Yep.
Bluetooth has 2. So there is an assist on every one of these goals. There is no kind of like loose ball, like a scramble. It's been in the other court, and they just happen to pick it up and do a self bomb, or, you know, get a cheeky steal and then immediately throw it in. It's all been these coordinated plays from Goblins to get these goals in.
Yeah. I think the contrast to the Underground Shadow Cabal is interesting because I don't know, from what I'm seeing in their play and my stereotypes about these like younger, like less experienced players is that they're like freestyling it a little more. And I think that is generally catching Allah's goblins off guard sometimes. But like
Mhm.
it's it's higher risk, higher reward, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, the pass and frag, just pass the ball, DM the enemy defenders. It has been a tried and tested method of offense for a long time now, and that's really what this red team is sticking with. But the blue team's trying to be a little bit more explosive in the way that they're doing this. Red team doesn't seem like they're going for any like complicated balls, no extenders, not a lot of incidents either. And I feel like every time I see Rat taking a lock on pass, he's going for an extender or for an incident or two. And it's just not working out for him a lot of the time. He's getting a lot of loose balls that are not quite catching up with him, or he's having to cut his momentum short and in order to pick up the ball, and it leaves him in an awkward position where he can't strafe to get into a good spot when he lands, or he's very easily airshot by the enemy team. A lot is kind of just not working out for this blue team sometimes. It, you know, something that we haven't talked about is that it very well may be nerves. This is some of these players' first tournaments. Some of their time, it might be their first time in with stakes as high as these, playing against players as grizzled veterans that are the Allah's Goblins with their massive amount of experience on every player. They might just be nervous and starting to either clutter comms or make some mechanical mistakes.
Yeah, well,
What do you
we'll hope they can settle into this map 2 a bit more, and 'cause I think they are capable of like challenging this old guard, which is like very impressive for like the level of experience these folks are at. Trying to remember. Okay, we are going live here with map 2 of this lower bracket final. Gila
And speaking
HFs
of
has
map
been
2,
exchanged.
Stadium, I would say, is a little bit more of a map favoring the CABAL. They play for a very dynamic style, and in the new age, handoffs have become very frequent, where you kind of throw it to where your teammate is going to be and let them catch up to it. It's very easy with these very wide, large ramps on the side. So we're going to see already Glorf going for an around-the-world play, get some space for his team. And Rat, again, like I said, going for a triple incident, but not quite able to pick it up off the last one. And it's going to end up passing the ball over to the Goblins. Tomato Tom going for a quick
beautiful extender.
Very nice. Catches the defenders, off guard, not quite on the goal.
4, 3,
I mean, they reacted, but it's just like it's hard to get to the right spot in time. Oh, big surf from
Glorf.
Oh
my god! Incredible air shot from Bluetooth to deny the surf. That was almost certainly going in. It didn't look like Red Team had much of a defense there. So
yeah, instead of like blocking the goal, he just like went straight for logic, blasted him out of the sky. That was crazy.
I mean, that's what his experience is telling him as a player, is that he's more likely to get the air shot than he is to block it in the goal. Because, I mean, all of these players have practiced their offense so much. Like, throwing it through players is one of the most practiced
into
skills.
the skybox, doing the patented Bluetooth thing. 3 players on the ramp. Tom hits a surf. Pass high in the sky to Exer.
Very, very good offense there. The pass off to Exer there was, straight into his hand, and he's able to get the goal in off that because of the timing mix-up from the defense. Sly now, a loose ball on Red Team's side, isn't quite able to pick it up and convert. Rat going for an incident, getting a good one. And now MP4.
She's gonna go around the world and back to spawn.
Reset. I feel like this has put his team in a little bit of a worse position. They're all quite low now, but
I mean, they had the chance to respawn. They're all full health.
okay.
They try to take their time with it a bit more. Maybe that's an adjustment they're making from map 1.
Take some time, get some more space and DM a little bit more. They go for a
Free
pass
fire
on
from
the
Rat,
Rat.
trying to stall. That's going to give Sly an opportunity to kill 3 players.
And this is going to go back to blue spawn. It looks like it's going to be a reset for blue, and they have time to mount another offense. Possession just does not seem to want to go the way of Red Team right now, but
Yeah,
they do end up grabbing.
Ball's been
off
putting
of
on
Glorf
insane
missing a pipe
pressure.
jump. Sir with the pass off to Slam. Slam struggling to make it make a pass through MP4 on top mid. Glorf picking up
Big
the
surf.
ball.
Oh, no!
Great air shot. Lamborghini. Red Team is on fire with these air shots.
Blue retains possession though. Nice handoff on the ramp.
They're looking for another one over to Glorf. Glorf looking for Rat, but he fails the rollout.
Maybe it's a speed shot setup. They'll retain it. Sly with the ball. Gonna take a sec to dribble.
Looks like he's gonna.
Red stuck on inside.
Rat wanted to pass that one off to MP4, but MP4 just wanted to.
Oh no!
DM.
Oh, slam!
He gets jarmered
He
by
got
the
jarmered by
roller.
the roller. That's crazy. So, a jack armor is when an explosion happens at the same time you release, on the same frame you release the ball from your hand, and that prevented him from throwing it in the net there. And it was from the roller explosion, so it wasn't a direct hit even. It's still a loose ball here as they scramble around on blue sides. Finally, Rat tries to pick it up and carry it forward, but it's messy right now.
He has missed that extender. I mean, again, this seems like one of those things that's just nerves, but Slamborghini showing him what it's like to hit an insta-net. Dunks that one in through multiple defenders. They just weren't ready for him to have that much pressure through lower.
3, 2, 1.
Dwarf now with the ball, hands it back to Sly.
He's
Sly
so
looking
good
for
at
a
winning
pass.
lower.
Gives it over to MP4. I think Bluetooth has been playing these lowers very passively as well. MP4 there went for a water bomb, but didn't get a good jump, and then was forced to corner it and accidentally pulted. Goes over to the Goblins, who now have a great offense here, where
And before not enough health to jump, and that's going to be easy. 4 goals.
Begins in 10 seconds.
I'm going to watch this lower a little closer. I'm wondering if, like, Red is just dedicating less resources to the lower. Now you see Tomato going in there. Okay, yeah. Tomato Tom went and gave his life for the team, and Bluetooth's going to win that one. So maybe it was just a soldier distribution choice.
I want to say that Bluetooth has been playing these mids a lot slower, a lot more passive when he's by himself, but when he has somebody like Tom coming to help him DM, he's converting a lot more and adding a lot more pressure into lower.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sly with a great intercept here for CABAL. Now a good offense for the blue team. Chance to get on the board for them.
Dwarf's got to go for it now.
Anything
I
here
think.
would
Yep.
be great. That's a great goal for blue team to
Mission
get
begins
some
in 10 seconds.
a little bit of momentum back. Even if they don't take this round,
5,
they'll be able to say that they put up
3,
Right,
goal or two that-
that's important for the mental.
that gods can bleed.
Yeah.
They've shown that they can do it. Now they
Dangerous.
just need to do it a few more times. Some
Good
very
steal.
scrappy fights are
Slam
going
trying
both
for the
ways right
breakaway.
now.
Dwarf
Out.
forced to throw this back. Goes in the water, which will damage you in this version.
And the ball gets splashed away from MP4 as he goes for a water bomb. Yeah, some
they prefer-
very big changes have happened on this map since we've seen it in tournament last. We've added some electrocuted wires into the water, which deal
Slam might get this for free.
wait.
Oh no! Oh, the lock-on pass
hits.
bounced off mid and straight to a low-health Lamborghini, drooling out the mouth to put that in.
mission begins in 10 seconds.
Back to the water. This map has changed by adding some electrocuted wires into the water, which deal, I want to say off the top of my head, 80 damage a second. And they also provide a March for Death debuff onto the player jumping out of the water. You can now see the skull on top of Rat here. That gives any player mini crits against them for, I want to say, the next 10 seconds. It is quite some time. It feels like forever when you have it on you. It just seems like it never goes away. Rat now going for a quick bomb. Isn't able to dunk it. Gives it over to Glorf. He's going to go for a pipe jump. Looking for a pass here. Isn't able to find it in time. Gives the ball over to Lamborghini.
And on offense, gets air shot by Rat. That'll send the
Just gonna
ball all the way
clear
back to
the
their
ball
side.
onto the
A lot of
Goblin
pressure on
side.
Bluetooth.
Is able to get the pass off in time before he explodes. Tomato Tom now just going high, waiting for pass to give off.
Splash out of his hands. Opportunity for Blue. Rat
See
up
if
to
they
get
can
it.
mount this pressure.
They got 4 up.
The red team has all 3 soldiers very healthy right now, and they're not taking enough damage to be able to really feel the pressure here.
This offense will just kind of fizzle out. Now it's Allah's Goblins' turn. Tom sliding away from pressure. Slam calling for the ball. Oh, had an opportunity there, it looks like, but Rat with a nice splash.
Good. That's what some of these newer players are more experienced with on their defenses is splashing the ball as an offensive threat tries to throw it in. If you're able to hit the ball with a splash, or just the goal with a splash in general, while the ball is traveling between the goal
slide
and
with
the
the dribble
player's
and a
hands,
beautiful score.
able to mix up Tom in that 1v1 on offense. Very good play.
He just was one rocket jump, surf to get the speed for an extender, and just capitalize off that. Really impressive play by Sly.
Yeah. One of the newer masters, and he's I want to say quite consistent at what he does.
Yeah, he's showing why he deserves that rank.
Yeah. He is having to go up against 3 Grandmasters at the moment, so a little bit hard to show his stuff, but when he has the opportunity, he's making sure it's heard. Ball is on Rat now. We have Sly going for an offense, looking for a pass on the Glorf, who is
Hitting
able
a
to
beautiful
slide
serve.
through.
And that's 2-0.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Is this the biggest lead they've held so far?
5,
I think it is. I don't believe that they were ever in the lead by this much.
They
on Stone.
scored the very first goal on Stonework.
And it's
But
a
other than that,
It's a
no,
bloodbath in lower, and Sly's looking to try and get a loose pass over to MP4, who's on upper, but it just gets intercepted by Tom. who just-
Oh, Rat able to get back just in time though. That magnet dragging it to him.
Glorf going
missing
for a
the pass.
handoff and doesn't quite get it. Tooth's able to pick up this ball off that missed pass. Now the Goblins are mounting another offense, seeing if they can take this lead back, but a missed handoff might mean that CABAL get the chance to extend their lead even further.
Before actually faking out
pass. Yeah.
Extender, double
Wants to go
extender.
for
He's
the
got
end
so much speed. Gets it over Tomato Tom. What a goal!
mission begins
Just
in
hesitates
10
for
seconds.
just long enough for him to slide down and throws it in right over his head.
3,
That's a great play from MP4, and this is, again, the biggest lead that we've seen for CABAL for sure now.
That it's really hard to do what MP4 just did. Like, I've only done that like once in my life, and he's pulled it off here in an effective way. So, props to him.
Yeah,
There's another blue team offense.
very good on him.
Stifled by Bluetooth.
Lamborghini going for a 1v4 play here, not quite able to pull it off. Might feel desperate since
MP4
this
with
is
a breakaway,
the
maybe.
most they've been down, but handoff misses, and we'll see if blue team can mount this offense. The sightlines are very difficult if you're, on one of these shelves here trying to get a pass off to the other side, and
A loose ball
I think
though.
that awkwardness kind of makes it hard for blue team to mount this offense. They were a little bit uncoordinated on which side they were
It's gonna
going
be a
forward.
scrum and lower here. Rat coming away with it. Trying to catch up to his ball. Gets splashed away. It's kind of awkward for both teams here.
MP4 gets a good speed shot, but not enough HP to actually go for it and live. And Matthew Fogg
Slam
also
not
going for
quite enough health for the
doesn't
instant
have
death.
enough health for.
It's gonna get thrown loose middle prophecy.
Making a pass back to Bluetooth. It's gonna go high onto Xer. Makes a pass over to Tom.
Now, all his Goblins finally mounting what seemed like a intimidating offense, but it gets kind of thrown awkwardly on upper, and it's a big team fight over the ball. Tom, 1v3, under a lot of pressure, able to find the outlet over to Slamborghini.
Not
Slide
enough
back in
health
time.
to to take some fall damage and go for a rocket jump there, so he's forced to slow down. And Bluetooth with a pipe down that he was using to DM Glorf
Mission begins.
uses it to pipe jump and is able to put that one through.
5, 4,
Yeah, that's Allah's Goblins on the board for round 2, but we've only got 3 minutes to try to get it back to even footing or better. The clock's starting to become a factor as this has been kind of a slower round.
Yeah, I think that's been a big factor. And
This might be a breakaway though.
game, but
That rocket not quite fast enough
mission
to splash.
begins in 10 seconds.
I was just saying blue team trying to slow this game down, and then red team comes out explosive as ever and just converts that one right away into a goal.
Gets pulled over to blue side.
Crack
Not
going for a
using that
self
water.
bomb. Isn't able to hit the speed shot.
Lots of damage being traded.
This is pretty scrappy, but it looks like it's Goblins mounting an offense now.
Bluetooth doing the Bluetooth thing. Trimp into Skybox instead. Pass over to
And it's
Extra,
the
but-
roller splash! Glorf is able to get that defense with a roller in front of the goal. Very uncommon to see that, but Glorf able to pull it off.
Yeah, that's an incredibly hard shot to defend. Bluetooth trying to surf through, looking for a handoff. They're going to cycle it back. The red team will recover.
Tomato Tom going very high, buying time for Bluetooth to go forward, but
Kind of throws it
doesn't
straight to
get the lock
Glorf.
on.
Yeah.
They're able to convert that one though, and Lamborghini trying to hold on for too long does get splashed and is taken down. Blue team coming on top of the scrap, but Rat taking it forward is left too isolated and can't give it to any teammates.
Oh,
Lamborghini in front of
great
the goal,
shot by
but
Glorf.
an air pipe from Glorf will shut him down.
Blue team with numbers here. Trying to set up and get
Alleviating
it out of
some
their
pressure.
zone. Rat calling for the
Going
water
for a
bomb.
Water bomb. These kids want glory.
Mission ends.
MP4 picks up the loose ball and he's going to score it off that. Kind of a broken play, but they make it work.
Begins in 10 seconds.
With a minute left in the game, it's going to be very difficult for Goblins to
4,
take this 1-4-4 if they want to
Yeah.
win this round. Oh, and you can see Red there. The red team was going for a pull rocket, where they splash the ball spawner as the ball spawns in order to influence which direction it falls.
mission ends.
Yeah. If
Rat
you're blue,
jumps
I
into
just
the rocket and
hold
is able
on
to
to it.
deny the pull altogether, so that the ball falls as it normally does from the spawner.
Red with the steal though. Slam with a desperate throw because he knows that they need to score basically now if they want to win. And Rat's just going to keep it away from them.
Yeah.
Hold on to that ball as long as he can. Dump it on the
This
shelf.
match is already secured.
Yeah, this round will be going the way of and the Cabal and Sly to finish it off with the last goal with 3 seconds left. And we got a 1-1 game, folks.
Something that I'm gonna point out is that the entire red team is has the same cosmetics on. They've all got the Laxson outfit for their cosmetics, but
Mission begins
the
in
blue team
10
is
seconds.
choosing to keep their individualistic cosmetics.
5, 4,
Perhaps this is a sign of team play versus individual oriented play. We'll might have to do some analysis on that later, because we're already into the next round. Red Exer going for an around the world play, isn't able to get the handoff to his teammate on the ramp. Isn't able
Good
to
air
get
shot
stolen
from
from
him
either,
for-
but an air shot is finally enough to take him down.
Glorf with another splash defense on Demo Man. Just, again, not easy. And before going for another double extender, had an
It's
opportunity to
flashed
grab
by
the loose
the enemy
ball.
though.
Yeah.
This is turning into an offense for Goblins. On Tooth, who gets shot at the same time that he's going for his pipe jump. is picked back up by the Goblins. Looks like they're gonna reset, try to pass this one over to Bluetooth.
Oh, it's awkward.
MP4 grabs
Gets
the ball
surfed
from
into the goal.
It's perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Glorf able to secure the ball lower. Passes it over to Rat, who goes for an extender. Doesn't quite get that one. Bluetooth passing it over to Slamborghini. Gets intercepted by Glorf. Now Glorf, looking for a pass, is able to find one in MP4. MP4 trying to pass to Rat. Misses the lock on. Picks it back up. Sends it over to Glorf, who's got a pipe down. He's pipe jumping, but
That is a
doesn't have a
nuke
pass.
of a
He's
pipe.
going in.
Did he get served?
No, that was just a pipe jump.
That was just a nuclear C-tap pipe jump from Glorf.
And
Holy cow.
takes him straight into the goal from midfield, and the red team just wasn't expecting to see it happen, and he's able to beat the soldier on goal of Tomato Tom. Sly now going for an offense with an extender, passes it off to Rat, hits the incident, goes for a
Big
handoff to MP4, and it's good, but the splash is even better. And Slamborghini's able to defend that one for the Goblins.
Yeah, if Rat can get into this game too, like, all his Goblins might be cooked, because all blue team is starting to turn up in a big way.
Maybe it is this warm-up for them, but maybe it is the map, because that play is something characteristic that you can, I feel like you only really see on maps like Stadium, and our last map of Coastal isn't quite as conducive to that type of play. Sly
It's
able
got
to
big range
splash
still.
the ball off of Slamborghini, who's going for this goal. Is splashed by Rad. He is warming up here.
Hmm?
And again,
Yeah.
the
Going
Cabal
for the
have
extender. Might land on it
lead here.
anyway. Falls to Sly. It's going to get blasted in the air. Glorf back to recover.
Tries to go for a pipe jump, but not enough HP. MP4 picks it up and hands it off to Rat. Gives
Pass
it over
off to Sly. Handoff
Good
to
handoff.
MP4.
And that one's going to be in. Again, the Shadow Cabal seem like they're warmed up on Stadium. This is their map to take.
4,
And they
3,
could bring us to a map 3.
1.
Yeah. All his Goblins having a hard time disrupting these possessions. The ball are keeping it pretty far back with their passes and really leaning on the ramps to do their offense. And before again with that right side bomb, this time gets splashed. We're starting to read that play. He might need to mix it up.
It is a very fast play that you can make, but the problem is that it's also very predictable. So if you know the timings like these players do, because they have so much experience, you're able to kind of read when the soldier's going to throw it in. So let's see if they can start introducing some variance into these offenses. As I say that,
Mission begins
red
in
team,
10
great pressure, solid pass to pass with what feels like a classic offense from them.
3, 2, 1.
Loose in the red team side, trying to mount an offense here. Exer passing to Tomato Tom. This one's going over back to Exer. And this one's a little sloppy, but looks like Tooth actually takes a pipe from Glorf. This is going to reset the offense and give Cabal a chance. The loose ball flies into the Pult, and it slows down Blue's offense enough for Red to reset and have a solid chance at this defense. I thought that was going to be a breakaway for the blue team, but it doesn't turn out that way.
Ooh.
Now a straight up handoff from Rat isn't quite picked up by MP4, and it's going the way of the Goblins. Let's see what Tomato Tom can do with this ball. Passing it off to Bluetooth. He's going to go for a pipe jump. He's in here.
Ooh.
And a splash at the last second from MP4 saves it.
He
These
didn't
games
get
are
the
really
greatest pipe
slowing
jump.
down.
I feel like Bluetooth gets a good pipe jump there that's in the back of the net.
Absolutely, but the timing for that is quite hard. You have to, in these high pressure situations, make sure that you're counting exactly to 3, which I I know it sounds like it's the easiest thing in the world to count to 3, but as a demo man player myself, I can tell you it is quite difficult to do so in these crazy pressure scenarios.
Yeah, good offense
Bluetooth
from Rat.
hitting his
Slide
head
got
there.
denied at the last second. It's back the other way.
And as the ball
Awkwardly.
hits some geometry, this is going to be a bit of a scrap on red team's side. Lamborghini able to alleviate some of that pressure. Goes to Tomato Tom now. Going for a sink. Going really high, looking for a pass here. To Bluetooth, who's getting actively DM'd by Sly. And back to Tom. He's going to give this one over to Slam, who's going to try to put it in, but Rat's on the goal there.
Yeah, last back doing his job.
I think that was some great adaptations that we saw there from the Cabal with Sly going out and pressuring Bluetooth on top mid, who had been uncontested for most of these rounds.
Yeah, they saw him almost score then. Immediate adaptation, you really like to see that.
Yeah.
But again, more pressure.
Lamborghini with a quick offensive off. Doesn't quite have enough time to grab the ball before he can throw it in. Now Sly with an incident on their side gives it over to Glorf. He's gonna try to throw that one in. I don't really agree with that. I think that he had a great pass on Rat, who was on the ramp.
Well, they're gonna commit forward. This gives Bluetooth a chance to get up and out.
This is a great offense. There's so much DM pressure on the goal, but
And another
Rat
splash.
with these splashes has been so good this half. And it automatically pulls, and Rat gets headphones, and he almost gets it. But he isn't able to adapt to the
great
angle
defense
in time.
from Exer.
Wow, that would have been incredible. But the defense might be enough to kind of bring the morale in Goblin's favor and get them this round. But we'll see. We're down to 2 minutes on the timer, and Cabal still has a lead of 2 goals. They'll need to really
Dangerous
turn up
for
the
Cabal
heat on
here.
this if they want to take this round.
Yeah, as he's mentioned, once again, that time ticking down. It's almost identical to last round, really. Oh,
And
insane speed on the side ramp, but it gets away from them a bit. Splash coming into play.
Exer going for this offense. Passes it off to Tomato Tom. Matthew Fong with the ball. Gets
Great
splashed
stall with the
again
goal.
by Rat. These offenses feel great, but they're always splashed at the very end. Now blue team happy to slow this down a little bit with only 1:20 on the clock. Glorf here gets taken out though by Bluetooth with a great pipe and a
Rat cleans up.
very, very good speed shot here from Rat into just not quite hitting the extender, but is able to pick it off the floor and get that one in the goal. 58 seconds for the red team to score 3 goals. I don't think that this one's possible anymore. It does take 15 seconds for the ball to spawn after a goal is scored.
Yeah, they
and,
have to get it now, like, on this jump by Exer. Okay, and there it is.
They
Maybe
don't
there's
have a
a
chance
chance.
to win this round, but they do have a chance to stalemate if they're incredibly fast here.
Yeah.
If the goal is scored, that takes
Oh,
it.
that
What the hell?
bounce? No.
Exer, oh
Okay.
my! It was a crazy win strat off of a head bounce straight into the blue team's goal,
Yeah.
but
And
it's going to be
Force gonna
defended.
hold it.
And now this one's going to be over.
Yeah. We're just gonna toss it back to his side. And that's gonna be 2 rounds to 1 for the Underground Shadow Cabal.
Red team holding the ball. They do have a chance to score another goal here, but it would only be for morale. The
Yeah.
game doesn't automatically end when it's in a situation like this.
Yeah. Finally, Blue
That's an
touched the
improvement
ball.
to be
and
made from
that
past
went around.
Fortress. A lot to look forward to in the game in development past Fortress, based off the SDK that Valve has released for the game. It's a custom client designed specifically to play Passtime, which can be very, very cool. We can see in spawn now a lot of inspiration from these past teams of the players, the Goblin Jacks and the Ball Stars.
Here we are live with round 4 of map 2. Goblin Jacks, well, not Goblin Jacks. You're talking about the Goblin Jacks team. Slam scores to open up the goals in round 4 of map 2 of this lower bracket series. This is a best of 3 maps.
4, 3,
And this is the first, well, the last 2 rounds, I should say, have had the first goal scored by the CABAL. This one, we lead off with Allah's Goblins, so this might be the momentum shift that they need
great
in order
stall
to take
from
this round,
MP4.
but MP4 brings it back to even right away.
5, 4, 3,
This is,
What do you think all those Goblins are thinking as they try to adapt into this round? 'Cause they've been kind of cooked the last 2 rounds.
They have been, and I think that the biggest thing is to vary up their timings, because they've been splashed quite a bit, but Splash only has, you know, such a short window in which the explosion radius from the rockets are active, that if you're able to mix up your timing a little bit, you're able to effectively kind of dodge the splash rockets in a sense. So
Yeah,
just
and-
there, Exer getting a very fast goal from the skybox in. Not splash that time. They also
looked
may
very
be targeting
structured.
Rat.
2, 1.
They may be targeting some of the players on defense harder. Rat has had quite a few splashes thus far in the match, and that's kind of been the difference maker in some of these rounds where, you know, the Goblins don't score. They only get 1 or 2 in the entire match, but you know, they had 6 potential goals that Rat splashed. So they might be just targeting him. A very fast
People are
handoff into being
Trying out
shut
offense.
down.
Now it's a dangerous ball on the red side. Glore for the pipe lined up. He's going for it, and there's no defenders left.
Great
It is
pressure,
2-2.
just able to take down all of the defenders before they try to put that one in. Ensure that it's going to be safe.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Goblin's able to pick up the ball and lower this mid, but very low health. It's just Exer at the moment, and he's forced to corner it. But they absorb the pressure very well. They're able to start their offense. Lamborghini dodging through 2 players. Gets a pass off to Tomato Tom. He's gonna fall somewhat unceremoniously on the ground and be DM'd. Ball trying to mount an offense. MB4 going for a death handoff to Rat, and he just, there are 2 players in front of the goal. He's just not able to throw it in through them. Doesn't matter how fast you are if
Great attempt from Blue.
the enemy team is prepared.
Showing off a little swag. But now it's all his Goblins back the other way, but
They're trying
They
to
blow
slow
up.
that one down.
Tom looking
They,
for a pass that wasn't there.
Some of the passes, yeah. And Glorfier missing his demo thing, but able to pick the ball back up. Passes it to Rat, who gets air shot by Tomato Tom. Bluetooth now going
back
high.
into the skybox. Is he? He's above the scoreboard. That's crazy.
He is far above it, too. He's above the rafters, and Lamborghini takes another goal, and
Mission begins in 10
he,
seconds.
I couldn't tell if Rat was dead for that one, but
5,
he throws it in from very far away. Mixes up that timing, like I was saying.
Hmm.
That's a lot harder for these blue team defenders to get the splash.
We're stuck on the wrong side of the ball. Yeah, Exer's showing some patience again. Not
I
trying to
think
throw it
Slam go
in.
for this one, and everybody's dead. He
The
misses, but he gets
Grandmaster
another
misses
chance.
the first time, but he'll sing. Yeah, like you're seeing the adaptation there. Like last round, Exer would have gone for that and gotten splashed by one of the 2 defenders, but instead, like he waits, he lets his teammate clean them up, and it's a free goal.
Yeah. Part of it might just be in the mental, where it's, you know, if we let Lamborghini shoot, then he gets the goal every time. But you know, there is that
from Sly.
valid
Well
adaptation.
defended by Exer.
Great splash. Even though he's, you know, right in front of the goal there, it's not quite enough to defend in some cases, but the splash is able to make sure that They get that one safe. And Exer synced twice. He's getting
Oh
some
my
crazy
God.
surge. It's a great pass on to Tomato Tom right off the side ramps. Look at how
Okay.
fast that was.
It's
This is,
incredible team play coming out from all those goblins there here in round 4. Just like when you see Exer flying that fast towards the goal, like you have to respect that.
Absolutely, and
Tom's
you have to
ready.
respect it on the dribble as well, but he's just buying time. He's making space for his team, and it's so very effective.
Maybe they can
None of these are
carry
players that
some
you
momentum.
kind of disrespect and make sure, and like, you have to be in front of the goal for all of them, really. These are all grandmasters of the game that have, you know, years of experience. It feels like they're the founders of competitive pastime, and it's so intimidating facing down, you know, 3 or 4 of them at once. And
Ooh.
Lamborghini just seems to hover in front of the goal there.
Yeah, again, it's that jump from the spawn door, the like sharp angle, the stall.
Just waiting out the players to fall down from the goal. I will point out again, this is 2-2. We are playing to first to 3, so this is whoever takes this round takes the map. And if red team score 4 more goals to take the map, then that's the end of the series. So a lot on the line here, especially for the blue team. And again, like you said, the jump from right in front of the spawn doors. It's the kryptonite for this CABAL roster.
They're gonna lock in. They gotta do it now. CABAL does.
That's true. I don't believe that they've won a round where they had to recover from a deficit. Both of their rounds that they won, they were in the lead from the very beginning. So this might be very difficult for them. A lot of pressure here, but the soldiers on CABAL are able to respawn. Now on a fast breakaway, Sly might be able to take this one in. And passing it over to MP4, gets splashed from outside defense by Matthew
Lord's
Fong.
got a pipe though. Has to beat Tom, and he will.
Catches Tom falling down early. And they're going to be on the board, starting to mount that comeback, like we said.
Yeah. The winner of this match goes to Grand Finals challenge.
The team
number
success.
1 team.
Yes.
Okay, I was having a hard time remembering
Quite fittingly.
their name. Which has like one of the most stacked rosters I've ever seen on any Passtime team.
Absolutely, it's an incredible roster. However, I will say that they did lose their match in pools to a Lost Goblins. So we might have a very interesting grand finals on our hands if it comes down to success versus the Goblins. But we've got to focus on this match right now, because in the time that I was rambling,
oh no, they surfed
Lamborghini
Lamborghini
scored
into the goal.
2 goals. Lamborghini getting served off top mid, and the Goblins are now 1 goal away from going straight to grands.
It feels like the mental is starting to crumble here for the CABAL. So last chance to pull it together. A steal from Glorf could be the way they start to come back.
Handing it off to MP4, going for a water bomb. Passing it over
ahead.
to Brad, who doesn't quite hit the extender.
Slam
and now
in.
The Goblins have a chance to take this this round, this map, this series, and go straight to grand finals. Tomato Tom going off top mid, looking for a pass. Gets splashed. He's now back on the Goblin side. They're going to try to take a reset and re-grab, but Glorf is fast on this. The pressure from
trying to box out. Good steal.
The pressure from CABAL is good. MP4 able to get the intercept. Rat going for an extender. Doesn't quite hit that one. Exer very weak with the ball though. Is going to be able to get the pass over to Lamborghini. With 1 HP, makes the pass over to Exer. Dribbles. looking for a pass over to Bluetooth on top mid, who's getting jumped by Glorf.
Yeah,
The
great
pressure
coordinated
on
pressure.
defense here is
Yeah.
so good for
The
CABAL.
defensive line coming out, they're taking away all the options. And that's going to give them a possession in the offensive zone, but it's splashed away
Now
from
they're getting a
Sly.
little sloppy on the offense, and what looked like an extraordinarily coordinated defense turns into a very quickly
Oh, they're
disrupted
putting them in the
offense.
blender, but Glor for the air shot to save what looks like a sure goal. Maybe the end of this match. Bluetooth coming in and nuking
And
Blue.
Lamborghini's going for a speed shot on the ball.
He scores!
It's been left open. It's been left in
And that's
front of
the
the goal
lower
for too
bracket
long.
final. 3-2.
This is gonna be. That map seals the deal for the Goblins going into grand finals, eliminating the underground Shadow Cabal from the playoffs bracket. Wow, that was as close of a map too as I could have asked for. The Shadow Cabal had a really great showing after their, kind of crushing 3-0 honestly on Stoneworks.
Yeah,
They're able to really bring this one back, and very, very close map on Stadium, but the adaptations in from the Goblins just kind of
yeah.
brought it back. It feels like they went back to basics, and well, these players probably have the best basics in the game after how much experience they have.
Yeah, I don't think Stonework was super one-sided. I know it was like a 3-0, but like Cabal looked competitive at least every round. They were scoring goals. They weren't getting blown out. They just like couldn't find the edge to actually win a round or two like they did here in Stadium. I'm glad we got to see them play here.
And I'm now looking at the stats from this game, and I saw in chat we we had somebody commenting about how many goals Lamborghini had. So he had 12 goals on Stonework out of the 3 rounds, and in this map he had 9 goals out of the 5 rounds. So that's a total of 21 for him in this map, or in this match. I think he was definitely the offensive edge, but I still find it very hard to give him the MVP, since it was such a good team play from the Goblins that really made the difference there. Who would you say your MVP was from this match, Shears?
Like across both maps.
Across both maps.
Hmm. I feel like it's got to be Slam, right? He just had such a like scoring touch, just always in a spot to score.
That's true. It felt like he made any situation work. He had the magic touch for the red team, the Goblins.
Right, and like I don't know, it feels weird sometimes in like such a team focused game to be like, oh, like this guy is the reason they won, when like really like it's like Slam and like his teammates drawing attention away, killing defenders. I don't know, like
That's
I'm second guessing myself, but also like what a performance, what good pastime. Like it's really exciting to like see newer players like come up and really like test legends of the game, frankly. So it's like very competitive in a way
yeah.
that like maybe a viewer hasn't tuned in for a season or two, like or tournament or two, like might not expect coming in. Like
Yeah, these guys are very new. First tournament for a lot of them, or for a couple of them. MP4 very recently got back into it. Got promoted to master and Master Elite very quickly. I think he's our most recent Master Elite promotion outside of Closed. Glorf has been a long time player on demo, been Master for quite a bit, but still very new in comparison to these red team players. Sly, one of our most recent Masters, playing very well, showing his stuff when he was capable. And Rat, one of our lab demons that I feel like a lot of people say is next up. So very cool to see these guys come out and have a great game against the these kind of legends of the game that are sticking around. Similar feels kind of like the old gods of Melee, where they just kind of stick around and do enough to make sure that the new gen has to prove themselves first.
Yeah, but the tournament's not over yet. Allah's
That's true.
Goblins will be heading to the grand final. I believe it's Sunday. This Sunday.
It will be on Sunday. It will be starting at the same time. Hopefully we won't have any delays on Sunday. But we'll be starting on Sunday at the same time. I believe I'll be back with Boulevard Broken as a co-cast and TK Beast on the analyst
Yeah.
desk.
Who
So
do
lots
you
to
know
look
is
forward to.
like active on that roster? Because like they've got like a ton of players rostered, and I don't know who's like the mains and who's the subs. Do you know
On
off
the
the top of
success
your head?
roster, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Let me tell you about that real quick. So for the success roster, we have Speakers as a team lead. He's our he's a Grandmaster level demo player. Quite new, quite a somewhat recent promotion, but he's been an excellent team player for a very long time. Very deserving of the title. Definitely the best demo player in the server. We also have Pulsedog, who is widely regarded as the #1 player in Passtime. He has
Yeah.
insane mechanics. It feels like whenever the ball is loose, he finds a way to grab it and go into the goal. He's
It's like he has like no clip on playing against him. Like if you like lose the ball anywhere on the map, like there's like it's like a coin flip that he'll just like fly in at like high speed and just score on you using like
absolutely.
his crazy mechanics. It's like it's hard to like describe.
The best way that I can describe it as is that he's seen every single loose ball, and he knows 5 ways to find everyone because he spent so much time in the lab that he's able to really just kind of know where the ball is going to keep going and know how he can get there, no matter really where it is. After that, we have above him on the roster we have Average, who I believe is a sub, not main rostered, but he is a very solid demo player or soldier player.
Yeah, average,
But
very good player in his own right.
after Pulsedog, we have Sippy or Sipe. He is I believe the most recent promotion to Grandmaster. He's a very solid soldier player who plays more on the inside and defense, plays more for game sense, but still, very skilled at these offenses. Um, even if you go
Sippy,
down a level to
yeah,
something like Master or Master Elite, I feel like his offensive mechanics are still better than most of the players there. But at this level, he kind of specializes more in his defense, his game sense.
yeah. Sippy, like #1 player I do not want defending the enemy goal if I'm trying to score, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely. Next on their roster is Owen 608. He is the wild card of this team in a sense. He's a Master Elite soldier player who is known for doing the most insane stuff. He has labbed incredibly insane bombs and hit an alarming number of them, quite honestly. I never have any idea what this guy is going to do when he is on my screen. It's quite scary playing against him because he will pull something out of a hat. It feels like so often, and you never know when he's going to do that or when he's just going to do the normal thing. So very
Yeah.
hard player to play against.
So just to like recap, we have arguably the best player in Passtime, Pulse Dog. We have the like best all-around demo and speakers, arguably the best defender in Sippy, and like one of the
The
most
best
creative
insane player.
players in
That would
Owen.
be a nicer way to put it. Yes, I agree with that. This roster is absolutely stacked. But I will say during regular season, this team lost 2-3 against the Allah's Goblins team.
Yeah. It's hard to match the like level of experience that Allah's Goblins have. They showed it in this match. Like they didn't crumble. They like kept their cool. They adapted after losing a couple rounds, going down 2-1 here on Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the experience speaking. They have a core like their like DM floor is very high. If that
It's
makes sense.
incredibly high, especially in comparison to this team. I don't think that anybody on Success is really known for their DM. They all have very good DM. Don't be confused, but none of them are known for it. Whereas
I would say like
players like
Sippy and average maybe, but like obviously average is the sub.
yes, uh, when we don't expect to see him blank. We could see average. We could see Caden, soldier player. We could see Yeet on my feet as a soldier player. Could see Weabra as a demo player, but I don't expect to see any of them. I think that we'll be seeing the regular main roster of speakers, Pulse Dog, Sippy, and Owen, and that roster is quite scary. I had played in this league. I bowed out at fourth, so I was able to actually come here and cast. But I don't think that in our entire time playing did we ever take a round off of Success when they had their main roster, even in scrims.
Yeah,
It's a
that makes
very
sense.
very formidable team.
All right. Do you have any closing thoughts to round us out, Philbob?
I will say that these teams matched up together in upper bracket finals. Um, the match that actually sent Allah's Goblins to losers. And Success was able to take 3 consecutive maps, if I'm looking at this correctly. They were able to take the first 2 maps, defaulting to a win on Arena 2 and Stonework, notably avoiding the loss that they took, the map that they took a loss on of Tori during the regular season. So very excited to see how this match plays out. Very excited to see what maps we'll be playing. If we'll be seeing some standards, some classic arena, or if we'll be seeing some more picks that deviate from the norm. If we'll
Yeah.
see Ruined, for example,
Yeah. I was
an
hoping to
alternate
get
map that's
some
not very common.
coastal.
I was as well. It's a very cool map that's been our newest addition to the pool, and quite fun to play on. I do think that seeing these teams, in particular, the teams that we're playing today, play on them would have been a treat to watch, but unfortunate that we weren't able to see it.
Yeah, I am getting word, a little birds telling me that like grand finals may be rescheduled to a day that's not this Sunday. So TBD on that. If you want to keep up, we will try to inform you in the Pastime Discord if you want to keep on top of that.
Yeah, keep an eye on
Specifically, are we
Pastime streams.
na.pastime.tf?
We are na.pastime.tf, but you can also just see all of the server links at pastime.tf. shows past fortress, shows what we've got planned, and if you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see all of the regional servers as well as the NA server, which is the main one, which is where we're hosting this event for.
Yeah, we've got pickup games if you want to try the game mode. We also have a casual server that you can join through our Discord. It's a really fun game mode. I've spent the last 1,000 hours of my TF2 career playing it, so maybe we're a self-selecting group, but I think it's pretty cool, Philbob.
It is in my experience, who also have put 1,000 hours of my 1,500 hours in TF2 into the game mode. I think it's incredible. I think it's very awesome. There's a lot of resources in there if you're learning or wanting to play. The downloads folder will show you a bunch of different things that you can use to get started. And I believe there's a better resource for starting that
Yeah.
I'm poking to find.
We got a lot of stuff. We'll come help you out. I believe it is time for us to log off for the night. I'm going to head and raid another stream, but thanks for tuning in to Fireside Chaos. I've been Shears and Philbob with Jay and Mason on production.
Absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you for grand finals.